Playlists are a great way of adding content to layouts which can then be reused across multiple regions and layouts. Playlists are first created and then added to layouts and configured using the sub-playlist widget. Click on Playlists under the Library section of the main menu. Here is where you can add new and you can edit existing playlists. Let's create one by clicking on the Add Playlist button. Again, we can save to a folder for ease of access for other users and user groups. Give it a name so that we can identify it to select to add to the layout. Keep it simple. We can also provide a tag if we wanted more organisation. This checkbox here means that we can set media to automatically add to this playlist based on criteria set on the filter tab. So for example, I could set the name to logo. So any media item in my library with logo in the name would be added. Any new file that is uploaded with logo in the name would also be added to my playlist without me having to manually add it. You can also pre-populate media to this playlist as a one-time assignment by leaving the checkbox unticked and using the filter criteria. I'm going to manually add media to this playlist, so I'm going to leave this unticked and click Save. The Edit Playlist window will open, which allows us to add media or drag and drop in the same way as we have done before. I've already uploaded the media files I want to use to my library, so I can use the library image search function. To make it easier, I can also use the tag filter up here so that I can easily search for the items that I want. And I can also set the provider to local, so it's only my images that are going to be shown. When you need to select files, you click the plus button here to select. And when you're selecting multiples, once you add them to the playlist, they will add in the sequence that you've selected them. So I'm going to tick here. You can reorder items in your playlist by dragging and dropping. And the configuration options are available as before by clicking on the file. We can see that all these images have a duration of 10 seconds. And this is because it's the default. So I want to override that. So if we click to highlight, click set a duration, and let's change that to 5 seconds. And we'll do that for them all. Now I'm happy with this playlist, I can close that down. Now we need to go back to our layouts. And I'm going to use the training layout that we used before. Use the row menu and click Design. As we've already published this, we can check this out so that it will be put back into an editable draft mode. I want to add the sub-playlist widgets so that we can add the playlists to our layout. So we click on the Layout Designer widgets and find the sub-playlist. And we're going to add this to the widget at the beginning here. Now open up the Properties panel, and here is where we can select the playlists that we want to use. So we're going to select our example playlist. You can add multiple playlists and use them with the available configuration options to combine. You've also got spot options which could be used to expand or shrink playlists. These are further explained in the user manual. I'm going to leave these empty as I want to use all the widgets on my playlist. So as I only want the one, I don't want anything else, I can click to save. We can close Properties panel down. you'll notice that there's no region preview here, but you can instead see the total number of media items and the total duration. If you return to the layout view, here you can use the arrows to scroll through all the media that's been added, and you can see there the images that we used on our sub-playlist widget. You can preview, so we can click play to play a preview so that we can see our sub-playlist widget. Our 3 images will show first for 5 seconds each, and then it will move on to our logos, which are 10 seconds each. Once you're happy with that, you can use the menu up here and we can click to publish, and we can publish that now. Use the exit button so we can exit out of the layout designer, and if we now click on playlists from the main menu and we use the row menu for our example playlist that we've just added, if we click on timeline, here is there where we can make edits. So for example, if we say we wanted to delete out this one, click yes. All changes that have been made here will be reflected in the layout that includes this playlist without having to go in and edit the layout.